Sup guys? The topic of discussion for today is a few very unique ships that I personally really like and think could use a little buff that they deserve. This video is going to be quite topical as the devs just retracted their Anson design after much complaining from the player base. So if you're a Twitter or Reddit activist, please first unsubscribe and then afterwards go make a fuss to get these changes implemented. If there are any Manju or Yostar employees watching, who am I kidding? Let's jump right into it. First up is Helena. Her unique mechanic is that her radar scan debuff increases your total damage by almost 40%. A very powerful mechanic, unmatched by any other in the game, but she does have her detractors because of her chance-based activation and the need to play around its uptime. Therefore, my proposal is that we increase the activation chance to 100% and the uptime to permanent. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, a lot of people have probably already closed the video, but if you haven't, obviously it was a joke. But you know, I just can't help myself. Let's get into the actual ships now. The actual first ship is Cryptus. If you have never seen her in action, her unique mechanic is that she summons a whirlpool, which drags surrounding enemies into it. Now you may be thinking, that just sounds like Bismarck's Race Black Hole, and you'd be right. It was probably the test run for implementing Bismarck's Black Hole into the game. If Bismarck's Black Hole was a Lamborghini, then Cryptus' whirlpool would be like one of those electric toy cars 6-year-old rich kids would drive around the park. Back in the days when I was the same age as them, I could only watch them with envy, but these days when I see one, I always make sure to kick them over to teach them a valuable life lesson. Getting back on topic, here is a quick clip of it in action. That's right, that right there is the entire thing. Keep in mind that its activation isn't even guaranteed, and it failed to proc 3 times in a row before it finally did. Gameplay-wise, Cryptus offers pretty much nothing aside from her whirlpool, which is a fancy way to say nothing at all. And it's such a huge shame because you can see from her skins that she's got the thighs to compete against really anyone in any fictional world and come out on top. My proposal for fixing her is to give her a unique augment, which increases the activation chance of the whirlpool to 100%, and increase its size slightly and its duration to 3 seconds at least, so other ships can capitalize on it too. Or alternatively, keep it at the same small size, but do increase the duration and fire a powerful barrage for each enemy that walks into it. This way, she would have a real useful niche in grouping together multiple enemies without being particularly overpowered for general gameplay, and also frees up a main fleet slot for ships other than Bismarck's Way whenever there's more than a single enemy. Moving on, the next ship on the list is Glowworm. She's the only ship in the game who plays around the ramming mechanic. Unfortunately, it just deals no damage even with the 100% increase, and is totally useless. It doesn't help that she also has less than 1.5k HP at max level, and no other useful skills either. Outside of gameplay, she has many cute facial expressions that are commonly used as emotes, and her Spring Festival skin is hands down one of my favorites in the entire game. I think that she could have some potential to take off as a mascot type of character if some effort is given to her. Ideally, I would like for her to get a retrofit, but realistically the best she's going to get is probably just an augment. She's gonna need as much bonus HP as she can get, and some extra damage reduction on top to make up for her abysmal base stats. In terms of her ramming skill, I think that instead of making it a 100% increase to ramming damage, make it scale off the HP of your vanguard ships instead. Something like ramming deals 30 to 50% of the ship's max HP as damage. This would pretty much make no difference on auto, but would introduce some interesting gameplay that is potentially quite powerful, but not broken by any means compared to other things that you can already do on manual. The final ship on the list is Cashino. Really, it applies to the entire class of munition ships, but I'm singling out Cashino as she's the most popular and for 2 good reasons. When it was announced that they were going to release the first munition ship, what immediately sprang to my mind is that they will be able to increase the total ammo of your fleets in campaign. Believe it or not, munitions include ammunition, aka ammo. Instead, what we got was no ammo, and she can't even carry more than one type of cargo auxiliary at a time. Even pirate ships can carry ammunition, but not Cashino. Just why? Make it make sense. The fix is easy. Add a cargo auxiliary that increases your fleet's ammo. Ideally buy 2 to set them apart from Tempesta and repair ships. For God's sake, they're munition ships. And please don't make it so that you can either bring that or one of the other cargoes. Cashino deserves better. Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Obviously none of this will ever be implemented, but I hope you enjoyed my little rant nonetheless. Peace.